never play so. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm not on my grind. New York City time, another brother.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our... Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take the... Really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Pittsburgh, flipper. They're running it. 25, check 25, check 25. Shit. Go. Check 4. Shit. Get it.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
39 yards on the punt, giving just 1 yard on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000 yards. The old cliche focused on this game. If he has a big one, might be able to get the win and 1,000 yards.
Seems like he just wants to let it come to him, right, as opposed to trying to force it. And that's probably the right idea and the right attitude. So game situation, play calling will dictate things. Now, how does he get there once he tries to get hot? Formations, route running, trying to get mismatches for him, different types of routes he will run downfield, short, medium, long. All those things will come into play as he tries to get to that magical number.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Ready?
On the ground, it's Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun now on third down. Going deep downfield for wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give him some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time, and his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
27, check Mike, 27. Are you getting the header? Are you getting the header? Joker. Back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Slam, slam, slam.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, 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 go, go.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Get it.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Check pass, check pass. 36, 36. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's got a man, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill, kill. Go, go.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shift. Watch the shift.
Check 52.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Leo, Leo.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, Orbit.
53, Mike.
Now watch one. Get down.
2nd and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Look, squeeze. Hey.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
10-2 stop. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Funchess. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop the throw. Funchess has it complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And Tate's got it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw, and he finds Parker here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've come upon halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
He'll drop to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here we go with Geis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check was still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to...
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
Hey, Wood.
First down, Miami.
95 to Sandville. Check his Mike.
Here we go, D.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
27, Mike 27. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Switch. Kill.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touch. For the second half, now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run. Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Montgomery, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made.
You ain't back.
2nd and 13. He completes it to Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And it's caught by Parker. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check pass. Check pass. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Hey, zoom. Switch. Deep grip.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep downfield for Roll. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross, 61 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 11 yards there, 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, check. Hey, Sam off. Check 99. Check. Lee Griffin.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. SOS. Check your hot read. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check over.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 31.
Back to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he's not able to.
Just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll drop the throw. And this is Parker, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
On the double. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Stay with your man.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Carmen. Check. Watch that. Check safety. Wide. Get wide.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Go.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
I'm coming after you. Out.
Now.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
That's track.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Be friendly.
Back to throw here. Finding Knox there, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check. Fresno.
Check 24. Kill.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Actual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up a throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.